See, now I don't even.
Listen to this.
And you know, that's what trips me out. It's like we say women got the unrealistic expectations, and some of them do, but ain't nobody got more unicorn, fairy tale, Dora the Explorer expectations of the opposite sex than us, men. Again, some women do expect a man to be 6 feet tall and make six figures and have a six-pack abs, and that's unrealistic for most men. But I know like 10 dudes already that fit into that category. All you got to do is have a good job and some good genetics, and you're straight. But look at us. Like, what do we expect of a woman? She got to be a virgin, but she got to be a freak. She got to pay half the bills, but she got to do 100% of the cleaning, the cooking, the child raising. She got to be exhausted from all of that, you know, all the cooking and washing and cleaning and all that good stuff, and still be horny enough to meet our sexual needs and get a good night's rest, but also wake up in the middle of the night in case we want some head and a turkey sandwich. That ain't it. She also got to give birth to all our babies because, you know, we got to have that legacy. But then she can't have no stretch marks, and she got to lose that baby weight in 30 days or less. And then she got to do it while fighting postpartum depression by herself, because we're going to tell her she having an attitude or something like that, because all we thinking about is we ain't got no vagina in the last 6 weeks that she got to take to heal. That ain't it. Then she can get older, but she can't look older. Otherwise, we're going to say that she's falling off. Like, the list goes on, but just tell me something. How many women do you know that fit into that category? None. So who really got the unrealistic expectations?
Did we just watch Avatar? That was like an hour long.
First off, all of those are realistic standards. And first off, it just seems like he's describing the definition of a low-value man.
That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like he's virtue signaling out the ass. And I really got like a low vibration from that guy. Like he was just like overly just virtue signaling. And most of the things that he was saying goes against every part of manliness. Like any man that says, oh, I'm not going to wait after my wife pops out a kid just because I'm like horny, that is not a true man. Like most men know that's not realistic. The stretch mark thing, you know, if you pop out my kid and you got a couple stretch marks, nobody, like I'm not going to be concerned about that.
Well, he's nitpicking like the farthest out thing.
I think he just picked the lowest vibration of man and then highlighted that. And then like women obviously have so much more choosiness when it comes to picking a man than men. I mean, men, it's just like he said, just preferably be a virgin and a freak at the same time. To only you. Don't be, you know, off jumping from homie to homie pretty much. But for guys, it's like women have to naturally just have a higher list of to-do, like of, you know, check marks just because they have so many more options naturally. So they have to filter that out real quick.
Well, also, we got to look at it from a standpoint of, like, do you really want a dude that's going to always accept you? Well, so there's a difference between being okay with you being on a down slump or like at a down point in your life and just settling and letting you have lower expectations for life. Because a good dude or a good woman in general, this goes for both men and women, if you have a good partner, they're not going to let you be stagnant and be depressed and gain weight. They're gonna check you. They're gonna be like, hey, you looking a little hefty, dog. You need to lose some weight. Or like even little things. They don't even gotta be straight up with you. They can just encourage you every day. Like, hey, let's get to the gym. You haven't been there for about 2 months now. Or hey, all these projects that you planned and never even started, you should probably get organized with that.
Speaking facts, right?
It's not hard to. I understand we all have down points in our life because I just went through the lowest point I've ever existed, and let me tell you, if I didn't have friends, if I didn't have great relationships that pushed me to get out of that point, I would still be there today. So there's no reason. Like I hate when people like him.
This was like. This guy pretty much just highlighted the bottom point of masculinity, like the lowest quality guy.
His more towards his point was don't be with those men that judge you for having kids or having stretch marks or...
Yes.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. Just don't pick shit men.
Yeah.
Which is like the bottom 80%, 50%, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, in my opinion, he was kind of almost just being a pick me. Like, that's a clip, right? We don't know the context of what show he was on, where he was at. It almost sounded like he was just being a pick me to whatever the audience was.
Like he's pretty much a virtue signaler. And he's basically just like, I mean, he's describing the lowest value guy possible. And he's saying that like women are pickier than men, which is just biologically incorrect.